You're listening to the Chronicles of Living podcast, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. Now let's talk.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. On the road of life, you can't stop. You can't stop moving. Keep move. Keep that pace. You switching to gear. Let's go as we climb up the hill. Don't slow down. Pedal a little more. The mind is working. It's in control. Your wheels are turning a little more. Going higher another notch. Keep it steady, don't watch the clock. Go round. Cycle. Life is a cycle. Life is a cycle. Life is a cycle. Life is a cycle.
Greetings, my visionary dreamers. This is Adionne, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from the world, saving you from drowning in yourself, drowning in some real bull-ish. And this is Chronicles of Living podcast show. I told y'all I was going to turn it up a notch. Well, I'm excited about today's show. I just want y'all to listen. Just listen to what he's saying for a second, okay? Just listen.
Life is a cycle.
Yeah, life is a cycle, and it's really on us to change the cycle. I picked that song just because of the words and because, it was very motivating. I don't know, I might make that my theme song because that's what life is all about. It is a cycle, and we choose how that cycle goes. We are in charge of our own lives. Even when we think we're not in control, we are in control, And just like he was saying, you just got to keep climbing, keep going. That's what it's all about. But let me get to today's topic. And I got these earphones on because I have to listen to the music and stuff, and it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. It's a little delay, so work with me. I'm trying something new, y'all. I'm trying to keep it moving and keep it more entertaining for you. But anyway, today's topic is wake up, my beautiful sisters. Wake up. And this topic it was inevitable that this topic was going to come up because some years ago, I made a song called Beautiful Sisters. And when I say years, I'm talking over 10 years ago. But ironically, before I started this journey at the retreat center, the Institute, maybe like a month, no more than 2 months before I came here, I still have some of my music up on some of the old sites. I mean, they're not old sites, they're still going, but I have old music pages. And I just started getting these emails from people thanking me because of the different songs. And I'm like, what? That stuff is old. But the one particular song, Beautiful Sisters, it kept coming up number one on this particular website, and there were a lot of females that were really thanking me for the words in the song. And I was just like, wow. And so when I thought about doing something new, I was like, what can I do to kind of, you know, get this podcast, just give it a different twist. And that's what it was. It's like just really start sharing some music. I'm definitely going to go with undiscovered talent. That is my thing. I'm about promoting that undiscovered talent. Sometimes they be more talented than people that's out there, but they just don't know how to get out there. And I'm going to put the name. Well, I actually have to look up the name because this is the song I played. I got that off of an account that I paid for. So I got to research these artists, and I'm definitely going to share them with you on a blog. Especially, hopefully you like the songs, because I'm going to switch it up. It's going to be different type of music. But nevertheless, let me get back to the topic. So, beautiful sisters. If you are a man and you're listening to this, don't turn this podcast off. I'm not just talking to the women. This applies to you too, because half of the time, some of the women don't embrace who they are and the beauty that they possess. It's because of a man. And it's not your fault. Definitely not your fault. It's all us. But if you don't have any daughters, you got a mother, you got a sister, you might have an aunt, you definitely have a grandmother. So it's like when you are taking advantage of a woman and you know that they're weak, shame on you. Okay? Shame on you. I mean, my thing is, we are all here to for the betterment of mankind. So if you see a woman that's not valuing herself, sometimes you have that's your cue to kind of give them, I'm not going to say give them what they need, because us as women, we should know our own power, but I'll say pour their coattail. Pour their coattail. I got to take these earphones off. I'm just like so thrown off. But pour that coattail, and even if it's not somebody that you're with, but you see a sister. And when I say sister, I'm not talking about just black women. I'm talking about all women. I mean, we are all sisters here, whether we realize it or not. Just as a man, thinking about your mother, maybe pull her to the side and kind of give her some tips on what a man values, So let me get off the man. Because this is really about us women. But I still wanted y'all as men to know you can do this. You can help some women out when you see them kind of falling. You can kind of let them know and have a real heart-to-heart talk with them and tell them. Store up some blessings for your daughters. Store up some blessings for your mother, for your sister, for your aunts, your grandmoms, by just talking to women that you see out here not being who they really are, and just doing the things that they not supposed to do, when they not valuing themselves. You have that power to do that, and you definitely can store up some blessings by doing that. So let me leave you men alone for a minute, but let me get to the sisters. So sisters, I want to ask y'all this question. Why is it that we not only sometimes can get caught up in letting go of our own power and not valuing ourselves, but why is it that as women, we tear each other down? I mean, I know y'all can't talk back. Well, actually, y'all can. Y'all can chat with me if y'all decide to do the whole login thing. But, that's something that always bothered me. that women, us as women, we pull each other down. We can see somebody, and I'm just saying I'm not particularly, I'm not going to say I'm just never said something bad about a woman or whatever, but I'm really a woman that I really like to see another woman shine. That's just who I am. I've always been that way. It's not just, I had the show talking about visionary dreamers. I'm a person that I really like to see other women shine, you know? But there are so women out here that's like, they don't even have to know her. And she just walk past and just be like, oh, she thinks she cute. Oh, she, it's just, or either if they got something with that woman for some reason, they'll get other women to try to hate on her instead of learning who that person is, learning what she's about. You never know. You never know what can come out of the connection. That's the crazy thing. You never know what can come out of connecting to another woman and how you can uplift each other to become the best you can become, both of you at the same time. Sharing stories with each other and sharing, the things, your struggles, and encouraging each other instead of tearing each other down, instead of hating on each other. It's a powerful thing when we can first embrace who God created us to be. And then when we can embrace who God created us to be, we can embrace other sisters and we can help them to embrace who they really are. We can pull their coattail and say, sis, what's going on with you today? Why why you dressed like that? Or why you taking this from this dude? Or, in some cases, if it's partnership, same sex, why you taking this from the woman, Because at some point, you lost your power. At some point, you started devaluing yourself. Have you ever just sat down and just thought to yourself, I need you to just close your eyes for a minute and kind of really, really seriously close your eyes for a minute. And if you're a man listening to this, still close your eyes and think of women that you might have dated, that you might have been able to pull their coattail and you didn't, or relationships that you've been in that you might have took advantage of a woman. Think about why. What do you think caused you as a woman to start devaluing yourself, to start losing your power, giving your power away to people, to men? And when I say power, I mean giving your power away is you not being authentic to yourself, doing things to compromising who you are to make someone else happy, to satisfy somebody else. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe changing up your image, wearing different type of clothes. Now, trust me, changing up your image, it might be good in a sense every now and then, because as we grow, we like different things. We're drawn to different things. But what I'm talking about is, like, say you're a person that you're pretty conservative, and then all of a sudden you meet this man, and next thing you know, he's trying to get you to dress real provocative, and that's not who you really are. But to make this man happy, that's what you do. You got to realize this: what you do to make somebody happy, when you decide to not be authentic to who you really are, you got to keep that up. And then after a while, you forget who you really are. And that's a scary thing. That's a very scary thing when you forget who you really are. Because see, when you forget who you really are, now you're open. You're open to all kinds of chaos and destruction and just, pretty much falling down the rabbit hole. And it becomes harder and harder to pull yourself back up and get back to who you really are, to get your power back. You forget. And, I'm really passionate about this topic because I've ran into some women and found out later on that they really was like feeling some type of way against me. And I'm like, for what? Like, what have I done? Did I do anything to them? I'm like trying to figure out, like, what did I do to them that they would maybe lie on me, or maybe try to, go behind my back and just stab me from my back without me even knowing it. And then I find out later on, what is it, you know? And then I had to realize, no, it's not me. It's not about me. It's really about whatever they're dealing with internally. We all have different things that we deal with internally, and sometimes we deal with it so long we forget the root of where it started. And it's when we get to the point that we start looking in the mirror at ourselves and start questioning ourselves, like, is this, when I walk out this door with what I got on, with the plans that I have with this person, where I'm going, when I come back and I look back in the mirror, whatever transpired throughout this day, am I going to be happy with me? That is key right there. That is very key. Are you going to be happy with yourself with compromising when you look back in the mirror? Or is it to the point that you can't even look in the mirror at yourself no more? You're just living. You're just living your life. You're just going about it. You're just so caught up in being who you're really not that it doesn't even make a difference anymore. I mean, we definitely got to, we got to figure this thing out, because it's just crazy. It's so many powerful women out here, and so many women that can make a huge difference. So many women that can break the cycle of their family. Sometimes you could come from a family that of women that have been dealing with abuse for years and years and years, and you've seen it, and instead of you seeing it and you deciding, like, okay, no, I'm not going to allow this to happen to me. I'm going to go at life differently. You repeat the same cycle. It's kind of like when people say, oh, breast cancer is hereditary in my family, and you just accept it, and you just start believing that, oh, because your couple family members might have died from breast cancer, you just go with that same cycle, and you just waiting for that day that you get it. It's the same difference. We all have the power to break the cycle. We all have the power to make a difference. We all have the power to set examples for the youth that's coming up to follow after. Instead of them following after a bunch of the videos and a bunch of the, the media and the shows that's on TV. If that's all they got, that's all they know. So us as women, us as, the grown women, even us young, if you're younger and you're listening to this podcast, you still have the power to make a difference with your friends, to just walk and just, you don't have to say nothing. Sometimes it's just about your actions. That's what it's all about. It's about our actions. You know what I mean? And we got to get better with this, because, man, the changes we can make in this world as women, as nurturers, we are blessed. We are the nurturers. You know what I'm saying? We are the creators. I'm sorry, men, but without us, you wouldn't exist. That's the bottom line. That's how much power we have. That's how powerful we are. God gave us the ability to birth, to create life. You know what I'm saying? To the point that even if you didn't do it, on a natural way, scientists have developed ways to impregnate us with a needle, and we still can, create life. That's how powerful we are. So what is it? You need to start researching. What is it? Start going within yourself. Start really taking time for you and write down all the things that you love about yourself. I mean, serious, this is an assignment. Write down all the things you love about yourself and all the things that you dislike about yourself. And when I say dislike, I'm not talking about your flaws, like your weight or your nose or your eyes or whatever, your hair texture. I'm not talking about that, because as women, that's part of the problem. We need to embrace our flaws. We need to embrace our imperfections, because you are unique. There's a reason why you got kinky hair. There's a reason why you got curly hair. There's a reason why you have a flat butt or a fat butt or whatever. It's a reason why. And if you dislike some things that you can change and you really feel deeply about, if you were smaller, then you have the power to change that at any time. You don't have to go out here and get plastic surgery and all of that, because there is somebody for everybody. You know what I mean? And when you walk into who you really, and you embrace who you really are, then you will attract the people that appreciate you. You don't have to run around here trying to impress everybody. Everybody's not going to like you anyway, no matter what you do. Everybody's not going to like you. Every man's not going to want you. You know what I'm saying? Who is for you is for you. And you don't have to go all out your way to make them acknowledge you. If you got to change your image, if you got to change the way you act, if you got to change the things you love to do, then guess what? That's not your boo. That is not your twin flame. That is not your soulmate. That is not none of that that you think is meant to be in your life. If you got to take somebody else's man, guess what? You're never going to be treated the way you deserve to be treated because of how you got the man. Get your own man, because there's somebody for you, especially for you. And I'm saying that, and I'm single. I'm sitting here single, but I choose to be single at this time because I'm working on me. I'm working on me. So when I feel like, or put it this way, when God knows that I'm ready, then I'm going to attract the right man that's for me, especially for me. You get what I'm saying? Because we attract who we are. That's the bottom line. So if you're wondering why every time you get in a relationship, this guy start hitting on you, or the guys start, going out and just never really spending time with you, or neglecting you and just running all over you, because that's a reflection of where you are right there in your spirit realm. That's a reflection of your spirit. That's a reflection of the energy that you're putting out. Our energy attracts what we are. That's the bottom line. When you feel bad about yourself, you're going to attract scum buckets, scrubs. You're going to attract that type of man when you feel down about yourself. When you feel good about yourself, you feel confident about yourself, you're going to attract, you still might attract some of the scum buckets that got a lot of heart, but you're going to really attract you're going to attract men that's attracted to a confident woman and that knows who they are. That's what you're going to attract. You know what I'm saying? And I could say this because I know and I realize the different points in my life on where I was. And when I was not totally confident within who I was. Yes, on the outside, I was very confident, but inside, I still had some questions about who am I? Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? What is my purpose? What is my assignment? Am I good for that? Am I good enough for this? I had questions for myself. So I'm able to talk about this. And like I said, when I talk to you, I'm talking to me. I'm reminding me to make sure that, I stay on the right path as well. So I'm going to play y'all the song that is well, I'm not going to talk about his old because I don't want you to be in that mind frame. If they love it, then I hope you like it too. But more importantly, I want you to listen to the words. Listen to the words. Close your eyes and really listen to what I'm saying. And yeah, well, we'll talk when after the song is done. So here it is. It's called Beautiful Sisters. I'm sorry, y'all. I think that, wow. I don't think y'all can hear this. I don't think y'all can hear this. So, wow. So, nevertheless, I tried. The other song played. I don't understand what's going on. So, it's saying muted to listeners. Wow. That just kind of bust my whole groove. I tell you, boy, this is what it's all about. So I guess I'll be playing the song the next time. Wow. I'm really upset because I really wanted y'all to hear. So I apologize. I really do. I don't know. That's a disappointment right there. It really is. Let me see if I can maybe pull it in. But let me finish talking. I'm so disappointed. I wanted y'all to hear this. So, Okay, so let me just finish going on with the show. I will play it the next time. I don't know what happened. It is what it is. So yeah, I just need y'all to embrace who you are. I'm so disappointed, y'all. No, I'm trying to step the game up. It's a lot to learn. So please forgive me. And I guess I'll play that the next show. Okay, I'll figure out what went on and why it's saying muted to the listeners or whatever. What is it that I have to do on my part to make sure y'all hear it? So next time. So maybe y'all be more tuned in so you can hear it. I'm definitely gonna have to pull the show down so I can fix it. So anyway, what is it? I mean, like, at what point in your life is it something that maybe happened to you when you were young? And then maybe, because sometimes what I've noticed is this. A lot of people, they grow up and something tragic happened to them when they were young. And because it was so tragic and because it was so hurtful, unconsciously they'll bury it. But what happens is it'll play out. It'll play out through their actions, through your actions rather. It'll play out later on through your actions. And that is definitely a time that you can start really looking at yourself and going back to the root. I mean, in some cases, what I believe is like meditation, of course, prayer. And when I say meditation, I mean prayer as well. But just taking like inventory of how you act last year versus this year. You know, the different things that you changed about yourself, rather be your hair, rather be your dress, rather be, just the places that you want to go, the people that you're attracting. At some point, you got to start identifying. You got to start just working on you, being your own psychologist. Because some of us might not have, the finances to sit up there and pay all this money, this hourly money for a psychiatrist, for a therapist. And then sometimes if you don't find the right psychiatrist or therapist, it's not going to help you. Sometimes it can make things worse. So at some point in your life, you have to take that on. You have to be the one that decides to figure out, I want to be better. I want to do better. Start talking to yourself, giving yourself affirmations and saying, I am powerful. I'm beautiful. Start really looking in that mirror. I say this basically on all my shows, that looking in the mirror is powerful. It really is. It can trick your brain into thinking what you really don't think about yourself. Because the more you feed yourself subconscious something, the more is embedded in you. It's just like those old memories of maybe having a bad relationship, and then you thinking like, okay, because that man might have told you you're nothing, you're this, that, and the other, you're ugly. And then now each relationship you go in, you're feeling the same way about yourself. You're feeling like, you're not worthy. So you just accept anything. You just accept to be treated any old kind of way, because you never erased whatever was playing in the background from the last relationship. Is you think that you over it, but it really plays itself back out, because then you're repeating the cycle with this new man. You're bringing the baggage over to the new relationship, which is, of course, not good. You know what I mean? We gotta get better. And I'm not going to be long on the show because I'm so disappointed, because I really wanted to play this song. But I guess what I'm going to do is maybe I'll try to download it and play it and put it in there and just re-upload it or whatever like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So if you're listening to the show, then just know I'm going to fix this one. I mean, I know other times I say I try to keep the mistakes so you can know that life is not perfect, but I really, really want y'all to hear this song. And I just have to practice some more and figure out why that one didn't play and the other one did. So I'll figure it out. So nevertheless, my beautiful sisters, my beautiful, beautiful sisters, wake up. You don't have to be who everybody else wants you to be. All you need to be is who you want to be. That's some real I really mean that. Embrace who you really are. Embrace your flaws, your imperfections. And there's things that you can work on to become better. The things that you don't like about yourself, work on them because that's what you want to do. Not because of everybody else, but because that's what you want to do. Because if you work on any type of imperfection that you think you might have for somebody else, and they don't respond to you the way you've been wanting them to, they still don't respond to you, they still don't love you, they still don't give you the affection that you've been wanting, and you done want and had a boob job, you done had a booty job, nose job, whatever, but they still not embracing you the way you want to, then that's just going to make you feel worse. It's going to make you feel worse about yourself. So make sure if you decide that you want to change your image, change your hair, change your dress code or whatever like that, this is something that you want to do. Not because of somebody else. Not because you're trying to live up to the standards, the way the magazines are, the videos, the shows that's on TV. Be true to you, boo. That's what it's all about. Being true to you. And you learn to love yourself. Learn to treat yourself. Go out to dinner by yourself. Go out to the movies by yourself. Even if you're in a relationship. I think that it's healthy. That even, especially when you're in a relationship, it's healthy so that you won't lose yourself. To still treat yourself every now and then. Still have a me day every now and then. Still go catch a movie or, of course, we all do the whole pampering and go get our hair and nails done. Well, some of us, I haven't been able to do that lately, but what I'm saying is that's something that's common to pamper us. But go somewhere by yourself. I used to have this friend, this associate now, that seemed like she was never happy with being with herself. You know what I mean? She always had to have somebody around. She always had to go somewhere with somebody. She couldn't understand, like, how is it that I can be by myself? How can I do that? So many people don't understand that about me. They're like, you need a man. No, I don't. When it's time for me to have a man, the right man is going to come. You know what I'm saying? The man that's going to love me for me, that's going to appreciate me, everything about me. You know what I'm saying? That's when I'll have a man. Other than that, I'm good. I'm so content because I'm working on me. I'm working on me to be the best me I can be. Not for anybody else, but for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's also, when you are not true to yourself and you have kids, guess what? They're watching you. They're watching you. They're watching to see what you allow to happen, how you switch up and how you act around a man, how you change up, how 1 minute you're this way with them, and then when these different people come around or this man come around, all of a sudden you switch up, you get brand new, and they don't even know who you are. They're like, oh, is that my mom? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Whether you have a boy or a girl, both ways you're affecting them, because if you have a boy and you're just taking all kinds of stuff, now you're teaching your son that this is how he can treat women. You understand what I'm saying? You're teaching your son that he can treat women the way you're being treated if you're not being treated in the right way. You're teaching your daughter that this is what she should accept when she gets older from a man. That this is a normal thing. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. Whether it's physical, mental abuse, verbal abuse, whether it's just they see that you go extra out your way to try to keep a man. Rather they know that you're messing with somebody else's man. Rather they know you messing with a married man. Then they're not going to value marriage. So you got to think about these things. How we act affects our loved ones. I don't care how young you think your kid is, they're watching. I was telling my daughter that the other day. She's talking about how, my granddaughter, some of the things she says, she's like, oh my gosh, like I said, I told you they're at the age, and she's 3. They watch you. They are observant. Don't ever think that your children are not watching you, because they are. And all you doing is you're setting up their subconscious. That's what you're doing. You're storing things in their subconscious. So now when they become older, they're reenacting the things that they saw you do. That's the crazy thing about it. And there goes the cycle. There goes the life cycle. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. So I'm going to get off here because I'm terribly. I'm just so upset right now because I really want to get this whole thing down. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. I keep telling y'all, everything is not going to always be perfect. It's a learn as you go, grow as you go. experience. But I hope that because the song didn't work, that I got y'all really wanting to hear it. I got the suspense going. But I'm going to pull this show down and I'm going to put it in there because I feel some type of way, okay? Nevertheless, wake up. Wake up, my beautiful sisters. Wake up. Embrace who God created you to be. You are unique for a reason. Everybody don't need to look alike. If everybody look alike, then it's like, where are the choices? Where are the options? You know what I mean? Be you. Want to be you. Don't want to be nobody else. Want to be you. Want to be the best you can be. So do that homework. I'm serious. Do that homework, y'all. And please, please, please write it down. What are the things that you love about yourself? What are the things that you dislike about yourself? And if it is because you dislike the fact that, you gotta change your whole look, change your whole vibe when your man come around, or you gotta you're the provider when you want a man to be a teammate. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say you want a man to be a provider. No, you want a man that's a teammate. That's where the power comes in. When you're a team. And that's what life is all about. But remember, you attract who you are. You attract how you feel about yourself. That's what you do. You attract how you feel about yourself. And it's really inevitable. Think about your boyfriends that you've had in the past. And when you think about the boyfriends, and sometimes you could look back at some boyfriends. I'm pretty cool with some of my exes, but it's a couple of guys I dated. I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? But if you write a list of your exes and write down the things you liked about them and the things you disliked about them. And that's how you can start decoding where you were at that point in your life versus where you are now. You know what I'm saying? If you're still attracting the same type of man, when you start writing things out and you see it on paper, that's how you can start making a change. That's how you can start learning how to embrace yourself. That's how you can start fixing the things that you dislike about yourself. Anytime you see something on paper, it's more valuable because this is something you can look at. When it's stored in your head, it's stored in your head and you act it out. But when you see it on paper, it's a reminder. It's a reminder to get you back on track. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to leave y'all with that. But if you're listening, I am going to download this show. And I am going to put this doggone song on there because I am so upset. And I got to learn how to work this. I thought I had it down by letting that first song play. I was all grooving. But I love you guys for being patient and for growing with me. Just being patient with my growth. And just understand that it too can be you when you living out your vision, your dreams, your goals. I could have stopped the show. I could have been like, all right, y'all, I'll talk to y'all next Sunday or whatever. On Sunday. I could have just fell off. Yes, it took me a minute to get my head back together. But this is what it's all about. It's all about when things don't work out the way you planned. Think outside the box. Go at it with what you got in front of you. Go at it with what you feel at that time. You know what I'm saying? And things can never go wrong. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real, things can never go wrong as long as you keep going. Like he said in the song, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop working at yourself. Don't stop working at growing. Don't stop working at your dreams, your goals, your visions. Don't stop. because you're worth it. You're worth it. Your purpose is worth it. Your assignment is worth it. And you know why all of that is worth it? Because you don't know why you were put here and what you were put here to do and the people you were put here to touch. That is the reason. We were all put here to help bring this world to a higher vibration, help bring people to a higher vibration so that we can all live in harmony, learn from each other, and grow together. That's why we're here. So I'm going to leave y'all with that. And again, I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, more than y'all know. And y'all are the reason that I come on here. You know, that I didn't eat dinner tonight. I'm about to eat some kale chips and some hummus. That's my dinner that I brought from the cafe earlier. That is and y'all know my stomach was growling. Y'all probably heard it. But yeah, that's how much I love y'all. I miss dinner. And we was having macaroni and cheese today. I'm feeling some type of way. But yeah, wake up, sisters. Wake up, my beautiful sisters. You are beautiful. You are valuable. You are powerful. You're the nurturers. We are the nurturers of this world. Embrace who God created you to be and embrace what God created you to do. All right, boo? This is Adionne, and this is the Chronicles of Living podcast show. And I am your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from the world, saving you from yourself, saving you from drowning in some real bull-ish. I love you guys, and I talk to y'all on Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Peace. Thank you for listening to Chronicles of Living, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. And if you are pursuing your dreams, I'm proud of you. Because the best part of life is when you decide to live. To keep up with us, please visit chronicles-of-livin-podcast. Until next time, this is Adionne, your dream pusher. I love you guys.